Right now is the time to farm books, and the reason right now is the right time to farm books is if you look at the Dragon Cup Rally event calendar, we have a Roaring Tulpa going on, followed by a gear collection event, followed by Witch of the Wind Rally, which is another gear collection event. So in a sense, we can piggyback off of all of these events to triple dip. Welcome everybody, welcome. If you don't know me, my name is BearCozy. I strive to make not only entertaining, but also educational videos, and I like to have a good time. So right now we have the events going on, and we are going to triple dip. So this is how you max out these events to get the much needed books. First thing we're going to start out with is we're going to start out with the Roaring Tulpa. Now for this event, I plan on farming Hell Stage 1 and doing a bunch of stages there, doing a bunch of runs there to max out the event. And here's going to be my team. Now Bella, I just recently leveled. She is level 50. Don't really need much. Brand I've had for a while. Marion Shadowblood I've had for a while as well. And then we're just going to use Scarlet. Scarlet's not the best, but she will work. And for this run, it will work. While I'm talking, let me grab all of their stats. I'll put up all of their stats on the screen. So if you're trying to make a team, this team works really, really well to farm the gear. Jumping into the dungeon, this is going to be a very quick video on the teams that you can use so you can prepare, and that's exactly what I did. I am recording before the reset, before the event actually starts. So for you, when you see this video, the event will be live. And you can actually use this team, and you can actually farm Hell Stage 1 to earn yourself maximum points to get the book, not only all of the resources, but also the book in Roaring Tulpa. And then, of course, you can get all the resources plus the book for the gear collection event as well. We're going to do that for 2 days. We're going to max both of those out. And then we're going to triple dip and transition into Witch of the Wind while the gear collection event is still running. So we're actually gaining a lot of rewards at the same time while we're running dungeons. So the plan is this, and the way that I prepare is this. For the first 2 days, I'm running Roaring Tulpa, and that's what I'm doing now. Here's the team. Works out really well. It works out completely on auto. And then after that, we're just gonna run Witch of the Wind, and I have a speed farming team for that. So this comp, as I've mentioned, I wanted to show off, so if you are struggling, this comp will work really well. Bella is not the easiest to get, but I feel like Scarlet's very easy to get. Brand you can get just by playing the game. He is available in the beginner quests, not the beginner quest, but he is available in the progression quests, I should say. And he is a little bit of work, but you can get him there. He was also in the Magic Pass, and that worked out really well. And Marion Shadowblood works really well here as well. And that is who I'm using. I've been working on her. And this is Hell Stage 1. They don't all need to be 70. And as you can see, Bella is only level 50, but she works really well because her damage scales with the number of buffs that she has. And Brand puts up a bunch of buffs, so she actually does really good damage. You can see there, she's doing a ton of damage. And the good news for this comp is I borrowed gear for Bella from my Opal. Opal has pretty good gear. It's actually really good. The stats are pretty good. She doesn't have any books. But the good news is I borrowed gear from Opal and I put it on Bella. And that's what I'm using. I'm borrowing gear from some of my other heroes to complete this event. And then when I'm done maxing out the Tulpa and the gear collection event, I'm going to take some of the gear off and use it on my next team, which I'm going to show you in a minute. So here we go. Fast forwarding slightly to the end of the video. You can see no healers, just Brand. Brand provides enough shields here. And of course, Bella is level 50 and she provides invulnerability for herself, so she stays up alive the full run. And this actually works out really, really well. And you can most likely do this with all 60s or even all 50s, depending on your gear and depending on the HP of Brand. Now, this run usually takes me about a minute and a half, and we're going to move into the next run. Following the Roaring Tulpa, as I've mentioned, the day after, which is Tuesday, we have a gear collection event, so we can double dip. If you feel comfortable running Roaring Tulpa, you can do that for the duration, max out both of those events, and then closer to the end, we can jump into Witch of the Wind, and we can run that as well. Jumping into Witch of the Wind, I am going to showcase Hell Stage 1. I do have a speed comp for Hell Stage 3, but I'm going to showcase Hell Stage 1. This is my team. I got Halia just to boost everybody's speeds up because if your heroes are slower, they will actually take unnecessary damage. And while I'm talking, let me put up all their stats. And again, we're going to use Marion Shadowblood. You can also use Opal for this. However, I borrowed Opal's gear to use on Bella, and that's where I'm going to leave it. So we got Halia, we got Clarence, we got Nathalia, who's my best damage dealer. And then, of course, we have Marion Shadowblood. Let's jump in. Jumping in, they're going to go fully on auto. Halia will boost everybody's speeds. And Halia helps out with the speeds and the damage scales between the difference of the speed of your characters and the difference in speed of the enemy, so they do a little bit more damage. Your heroes do more damage as they're going through. Now, if you don't have Halia, this might be a little bit challenging for you because the boss actually does put up bleed debuffs on heroes that are slower, that are too slow. Now, in this run, I can go straight for the boss because I know I have more than enough damage here since I am normally farming Hell Stage 3. However, if you do not, I am farming Hell Stage 1 just to show you. And if you can't complete Hell Stage 1, feel free to farm 12 or 11 just to get the books, to get your heroes stronger, so you can maximize your books, you can maximize your heroes' damage, and you can take advantage of that. This is the perfect event to triple dip to collect all of the events, the Tulpa, the Gear Collection, and the Witch of the Wind. And as I've mentioned in this dungeon, if you do not have Halia, she helps a lot. You can most likely put everybody in speed boots. You can do that instead of attack boots to make them a little faster so they don't take unnecessary bleed damage from the Witch of the Wind, which is the buff that she puts on heroes that are too slow. And because I have Halia, she boosts everybody's speed, and you can see that there. She boosts all of the heroes' speed as it goes, plus 30 speed permanent, and it maxes out at 3 stacks. And right now, my heroes have 2 stacks, so she gives them plus 60 speed, which does help out, which means I can leave everybody in attack percentage boots, or at least my damage dealers. Halia, I believe, is in speed boots, and so is Clarence. So there we go. There is the run. So we are going to collect ourselves some really nice gear, as well as max out our rewards. So that is how you triple dip, and that is how you prepare. And as I've mentioned before, I started in preparation for these events the night before reset. By the time you watch this video, it will be live. The 3 events will be live, and they'll go back to back. So with that said, I hope this video was helpful. Hit the like and the subscribe down below. Also, leave me a nice comment down below with any questions you have. I'll try to help you best I can. And for more helpful videos like this, check out the top right.